Hi, I'm Assemblymember Brian Mainshine. Please join me and the San Diego Humane Society for our 8th annual pet adoption event. Protecting and advocating for animals is a cause that's personally important to me. During my time in the Assembly, I've passed bills to protect animals against euthanasia, hunting, poaching, domestic violence victims and their pets, just to make sure that pets and animals here in San Diego and throughout the state of California are protected. It's exciting to partner here at the Humane Society for our adoption event, not just on December 11th, but throughout the year. I named the San Diego Humane Society my nonprofit of the year for the 77th Assembly District for the great work that they do throughout the year. Stay tuned to this video because you're going to get an opportunity to preview some of the animals that are available for adoption on December 11th. And you're also going to see some of the phenomenal work that the Humane Society does each year.
For us, adoption is the end line. It's the finish line. It's the beginning of an animal's life, but it's the end of the work that we've done with them until somebody needs us with their adopted animal and we can actually provide them some help afterward. But we adopt out close to 30,000 animals a year, take care of about 40,000 companion animals, another 10 to 15,000 wild animals. So all those animals coming in, getting the behavioral care that we do in our behavior center, or our nursery care in the first kitten nursery in the United States, or our specialized medical care in our medical center right here. All of that work on those animals, it all leads up to what this day is all about, which is adoptions. And so for us to get animals into homes it is the finish line for us, but it's really the beginning because it's the first part of our relationship with that adopter so that we can make sure that that animal stays safely and happily in their home. And right now we've got 500 animals available for adoption. It sounds like a lot, but as soon as we get into the spring and summer, that number triples and quadruples. So please, 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 we really need adopters to come in and give these animals a second chance and a new life and help us be the best pet loving community in the United States, which I think San Diego County really is.
So this is Gunny, one of the animals that's going to be available for adoption at our adoption event. 13 years old. Beautiful dog, very strong, we have found out.
So yes, don't let their age fool you.
Very active. And Gary, how long has Gunny been here at the Humane Society?
Yeah, he's been here since August. So we're hoping, since he's a senior, 13 years old, we want to get him into the best possible home right now.
Absolutely beautiful. We'll also be able to see some other dogs and cats and animals that are going to be available at our adoption event. And you're going to also show us where they stay here, right?
Absolutely, yes. So Gunny has his own little habitat and his own little room with everything he needs, but definitely doesn't replace a home. Gunny's been around other dogs and he's done really well. And he's getting some play cues over there, and he's like, I want to play. So
he still has energy, doesn't he?
He still has energy. I actually took him to a middle school classroom last week, and he
Great.
met all sorts of kids and people.
Oh, where you going there, big
and so he would be a great family dog. And old pets are amazing pets too, and deserve
He's a
to
good
live out their
boy.
life and comfort, yes, and have a family. So he would make a great family pet.
I think we have some people here who may want to adopt Gunny,
well-
so you got to get in quick to get Gunny before Gunny goes.
We hope
wouldn't
so.
complain about that, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
That's great.
Yes.
He's a good boy. We just want him to have the rest of his life with a family.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there's someone out here in San Diego County that would
love
love this guy.
Would love him.
We already do.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
That's right. He was with the same owner for 11 years and then came in. And so he's definitely been well taken care of and loved, and now is looking for that family to do that again.
That's great.
That's
Well,
right.
Come down and grab Gunny, take him home to your family. And if not Gunny, we have a whole lot of other animals here that are suitable for families. And you guys tell, right? This one's better with a family, maybe
Yeah.
this one not so much.
Or with other dogs,
Other
or
dogs.
with cats, or with rabbits and guinea pigs, all of which we can provide if you don't already have them. But yeah, no, we have full conversations with people.
That's great.
Know what their lives are like, what they're looking for, and then we try to make the perfect match. And the most important thing is, don't sweat it. If it doesn't work, and sometimes it just doesn't, bring them back.
Yeah.
We'll find another home, and then all we want is to learn what you discovered by having that dog or cat or guinea pig in your house.
That's a great point. So this is kind of no risk, right?
No risk, absolutely not. Yeah. Don't we sound like we're like, you know,
Like a car dealer or
TV
something.
car dealers, yeah. But honestly, for these guys, we want it to be perfect for them.
Yeah.
We want it to be perfect for the families. So if it doesn't work, we just want the info to know what didn't work about it, and let's get you somebody else. And honestly, we will find a perfect home for this guy.
That's great.
So for us here at San Diego Humane, it's not just important that we get adopters in to adopt our animals. We actually really want to make sure that people don't have to ever relinquish them. So we've set up programs where we can support the public to hold on to their animals. That's the most important thing. It's kind of the cornerstone of everything we do here. So either through behavior support or medical support or just moral support in some cases, we want to be there for people to actually hold on to their pets. So if anybody is at risk of losing their pet because they can't afford medical care or they can't afford a trainer, we want to be there to help. And we have a program called the CARE program where if you have a medical issue with your pet, if you have an emergency, or if you just don't have the resources to get medical care for your animal, we want to know because we want to help. And we want to make sure the ultimate goal is to keep that animal in that home, in your home, and that is everything we strive for.
So now this is Grayson, right?
Yes.
And Grayson seems playful. Can you tell me a little bit about Grayson?
Yes, Grayson is 2 years old. His markings we would call a snowshoe, and he has $65 to adopt. If you're interested in taking him home with a buddy, it would be $5 for the extra
Oh, wow.
cat. So
But he's worth thousands of dollars.
he would be worth
to
thousands.
us.
He's
Easily.
so
in
gorgeous.
anybody's home.
And so sweet.
And then so same thing as we talked a little bit about the dogs. If this didn't
change
work
the
out
name?
for a family taking Grayson, they can bring Grayson back,
Of
right?
course, yes.
Yeah.
And he was relinquished by an owner, so somebody else was able to give him to us when they were no longer able to provide the care.
Got it. Grayson's definitely active, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's done with the holding.
He's had enough. He's had enough.
We don't guarantee holding times.
Well, that's great. So they can come down again. We ask, come down on December 11th. Grayson's available, and we've got a whole lot of other cats here. And Gary, tell us a little bit about what you provide here in this facility.
Yeah, we've got hundreds of cats. And so this is just our San Diego campus. Of course, we've got cats up at Escondido and Oceanside and El Cajon as well. And then we have the nursery. So the nursery this year is the longest season we've ever had the nursery open. So those kittens are still coming late into the fall. Normally we close it at the beginning of November. This year was much later. So we have kittens. We've got at least, I'd say probably 600 cats available for adoption. So this is where we try to keep them calm and happy and find out what their personalities are like.
And it's a credit to the work that you do throughout the year. Is this facility is an incredible location for these cats. I mean, we saw your staff hardworking here, and just to look in here and see all the things that you're providing. How are you able to do that?
For us, it's really, we're honored to serve the city of San Diego and 13 other cities in our county, but also the generosity of our donors. At least half of our budget comes from just people's personal generous donations to San Diego Humane, and we're just privileged to have that. So it lets us do all sorts of things like our behavior center and our kitten nursery and wildlife too. We take care of 13,000 wildlife a year. They're not available for adoption, but they're definitely available for people to bring them to us if they're hurt or injured, and then we get them fixed up. And then the ultimate is to release a great horned owl or a golden eagle or our opossums that we get by the hundreds every year. But yeah, as far as adoptions though, we do close to 20 to 25, even 30,000 a year.
Wow.
So we really need people to come and remember us when they're looking for their next best friend.
Yeah.
Come to the Humane Society or any of our partners in San Diego.
And something that I've always said, and I know you agree with me on this, adopt, don't buy at a pet store, adopt. We have all these tens of thousands of animals here that are available. They're beautiful animals. We want people to adopt, right?
And thanks to you and your colleagues up in Sacramento, you can't buy at a pet store anymore.
Yeah.
You can only adopt, which is fantastic, because there are a lot of homeless animals that need homes. We've got a ton of them here, as you know.
Absolutely.
But don't go online and don't go to a pet store.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them, like you say, we've done that here in California, but we still have to worry about people going out of state and supporting pet stores, and we don't want to see that.
Right. We'd rather not, because they're just supporting puppy mills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Come on
come
down.
get the ones that are already here.
Our community pet pantry last year served almost 2.6 million pet meals to the community. And that was a little high because of what we were going through with COVID, but that really showed us the need out in the community for just getting supplemental supplies out to pet families when they are in need. You can go to one of our 4 campuses. We are open Tuesday through Sunday to pick up items. Not only do we offer these types of supplies at our campuses, we also partner with local human service organizations, getting the food out into the community, talking to our unhoused population, making sure our seniors are getting the supplies that they need to help with their pets. So if you can't make it here, we might be out in your community as well. We really rely on the donations of our community members. All of the items that you see here were probably brought either by one of our wonderful partners like Petco or Greater Good or Chewy. We've got our pet food here. Toys were donated, kitty litter, shampoo, wet food, dry food for cats, for dogs. Also toys, leashes and collars, because we want to make sure that they're safe when they're out in the community. And of course, just some what we might call luxury items. We have our specialty treats and beds and crates here. We have a wish list on our website. You can look at not only what the pet pantry needs, but also what the shelter needs just in general. From if you love kittens, you can look at what the kittens need. If you love the behavior program that we have, you can look at the wish list items for them. So if we can't use it here at the shelter, it goes out into the community that needs it.
Can you tell us a little bit about Yosemite?
Well, besides being adorable, Yosemite came in May, believe it or not, with 16 other guinea pigs.
Wow.
For some strange reason, we have a lot of small pets right now. So for you small pet lovers, please come down on Saturday, December 11th. We'd love to see you. Yosemite would love to see you. We would call him an adult because we don't quite know his actual age. But guinea pigs love cilantro. They love greens. They need to have their vitamin C, so they need little orange wedges every day or a little vitamin C supplement. He enjoys the petting, not all guinea pigs.
No, but they're very, very affectionate.
affectionate,
And there's
yeah.
no better sound in the world than guinea pigs squeaking when you're bringing them vegetables. So
They will
oranges,
learn
bananas,
the part
anything.
of the day when you bring them the treats.
Yeah.
And obviously great for kids, right?
They are pretty good. They're pretty
Yeah.
social, especially
Yeah.
if socialized as little.
They're really social.
Yes.
They're wonderful little
Well, and
animals.
Elke brings up a good point that I think a lot of people forget. You know, we think commonly of dogs and cats, but what other animals can people come down and adopt? A lot of people don't think about it, right?
They don't think about all the bunnies we have in our care.
yeah.
We have bunnies, we have little bunnies, big bunnies, hamsters, rats,
Rats, mice,
mice.
all the above,
Sometimes
reptiles,
birds.
birds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually-
and about how many small animals do you have? You say you have a lot right now. Like, what does that
We
mean?
do, in our care, we have about 237.
Wow.
So that's the mixture of what
Yeah.
Gary had just said, in some form or fashion.
Wow. Wow. That's
A
fun.
lot of them, which is more than we've ever had at one time, unless there was a law enforcement action or something like that, that we might bring in animals from a pet store. But other than that, these were all relinquishments. And Elke just said, we had 13 guinea pigs, 16 guinea pigs come in all at once. So we would really love to get them into homes
Yeah.
and get them out of the shelter.
And we do love when 2 guinea pigs go home. They really do love a buddy. We know sometimes they're not quite, they don't play ball, and so the kids might not be out entertaining the guinea pigs as much as we would hope. So having 2 is a perfect
Yeah.
way to bring them home. However, it sounds like Yosemite here appreciates being alone.
Yeah.
But he does appreciate his human time. So he
And
would
salad.
be fine alone.
Yeah.
And salad.
Salad's
Yeah,
very
give him
important.
salad, he'll be fine.
Well, so if you want dogs, if you want cats, if you want smaller animals like guinea pigs, bunnies, come on down on the 11th. How much again? How much to adopt?
He's 30.
$30. I mean, you're not going to get a better deal than that. Great home for your family, whatever your situation is. There's an answer here at the Humane Society. So come down.
So another way to help our shelter pets is going to be through fostering. So if you're not able to adopt, you can open your home temporarily for any animal type that we have here, whether it's dogs, cats, kittens, puppies. And these assignments vary in length. So if you have 2 weeks to give them or a month to give them, we're always very grateful because it opens up kennel space for animals that need to come in as well. So for our foster volunteers, we do offer support at all times, and that's going to be with husbandry, with medical care, all those great things. And we are looking for our longer term assignments, which are going to be between 30 and 90 days. Going into the holiday season is going to be a great time for these animals to be placed in a home, have that experience while they await their potential adopters. And at the same time, it's going to help animals that are not adoptable, whether they're under a behavior plan or they're recovering from a medical condition. All of these animals would do great in a foster home. So if you have that time to open up your home to them for any length of stay, let us know.
What can a pet bring into a home and a family? I think everything you're looking for. Love, unconditional, not from them. We know that happens, but honestly, humans can provide unconditional love to a pet so easily, and it's just such a fulfilling, incredibly supportive and healthy experience to have a pet. I don't think any home should be without one, but I might be a little biased.
I want to thank Dr. Gary Weitzman and the entire staff here at the Humane Society for the phenomenal work that they do. It's always a pleasure to partner with the Humane Society, and this year is no exception. Please join us on December 11th for our pet adoption event.